What is going on with Chillguy? Why can Chillguy not outperform Bitcoin and Solana in the last weeks when there's still a lot of retail attention? This is video number 7 on Chillguy on this channel, and pretty much every video outperformed in terms of attention. Have a look at this. A typical video is here in gray, and the last Chillguy video outperformed. That's the line in blue. Here's another video, an outperformer. One more, an outperformer as well. Another outperformer, another outperformer. And there was only one video that performed average, but still, it seems pretty clear that retail has a lot of interest in the token. A lot of people search for the token. Thus, when there's so much interest, the price should also appreciate. Why isn't it appreciating? Here was the first video on Chillguy on this channel. It was at 20 cents. We are now at 37 cents. We are up 20% today. And it's the third largest trending token on Solana in terms of liquidity. But here's the problem. A lot of the gains had been made in the early days. There was a 3x. And since that peak at 62 cents, we are down. How is that possible? Let's have a look at on-chain metrics. This is data not a lot of people look at, but I like to cover this on pretty much any video on this channel. So what we see here on the left is the number of new versus recurring traders in the last month. So the new traders are in purple, the recurring traders are in orange. And initially upon launch, we had a lot of adoption, but that already peaked on the 20th of November. Since then, Chillguy tends to not get that much more attention. There's not that many new first-time traders entering. We see a very similar trend in the number of token transactions per day. That peaked on the 21st, and since then it's rather downhill. What we've got over here is not the number of wallets, but the number of dollars, like how much trading volume was there. We see this in US dollars on the left, and we see this normalized to 100% per day on the right. And the trading volume is split up by different segments. So we've got the whales in pink, we've got large retail in purple, we've got medium-sized retail in orange, and small retail in gray. Again, the peak happened at the same time. We tend to be trending downwards. Relatively speaking, as a fraction of all of trading volume, we don't necessarily see clear trends. Now here are the charts though that explain why the price is likely not going up. Initially, when the token just came out and was launched on Pump.fun, we had our first 6 to 7 days of accumulation by small holders, by medium-sized holders, and also by the large whales. The way this is distinguished is with minimum holding thresholds. So on the left side, to be counted, on the left side, we need to have at least 3,000 tokens in the wallet. At the current price, that's roughly $1,000 worth of the token. For the chart in the middle, it's a 10x in minimum holding. For the chart on the right, another 10x. So that's $1,000, $10,000, $100,000. And this is not going up for any of those wallet cohorts. It's all trending downwards. Now, those are not necessarily all sales. I believe some of this is simply transfers to centralized exchanges, because now it's not anymore only Radium where the price discovery happens. There's also a significant trading volume on Bybit and on Gate.io, on centralized exchanges where we don't really know what happens inside those black boxes. Yes, we still have trading on Radium and Meteora, but still the centralized exchanges hold a lot of the token as well. And not all of the holdings is custodied tokens, right? Some of this might also be for market making. On top of that, we also see quite a bit of leverage in the market through the perpetual futures contracts on Binance. In the last 24 hours, we have seen 227 million worth of Chillguy moving hands in the perp market on Binance alone. Now, crypto as a whole is currently expanding very, very quickly. What we've got behind me is the stablecoin market cap. And this is a 3-year chart. So it starts in July 2021. And we peaked in the stablecoin market cap in April of 2022. Over here, what happened was the Terra Luna collapse. So this is when Anchor protocol went bust. This is when UST depegged. The market as a whole shrunk. Money was flowing out of crypto. And this is also where FTX collapsed. And then we saw the turnaround in October of last year. Now money is flowing into crypto again. And that's recently accelerating. The stablecoin market cap going up means, of course, that money is flowing from fiat into crypto. And that, of course, means that prices across all of the crypto space should continue to rise. I really like this chart because it has very little volatility. We can see the trend very clearly. In the short term, though, we might be slightly heated. What we've got over here is again a stablecoin market cap chart, but this time that's not in US dollars. This time it's relative to the entire crypto market. So you might have heard of the Bitcoin dominance chart, right? How much of all of crypto is currently in Bitcoin? That's, by the way, currently at at roughly 60%. It tends to peak at around 70%. What we see over here is the stablecoin dominance. So how much of all of crypto is currently in the stablecoins? And there is a strong inverse correlation between this and crypto prices. So when the stablecoin dominance is high, crypto prices are low. And when the stablecoin dominance is low, crypto prices are high. And we seem like, at least temporarily, to hit some potential floor here, which might mean that some cryptocurrencies might see local tops. That being said, especially in the last few days, we do see how the altcoins tend to outperform the rest of crypto. So this is the others dominance. So this is the cryptocurrency market cap that's not in the top 10. And this did go up since beginning of November to today by 23%. It appears as if there is some kind of altcoin rotation happening. At least we see the beginnings of it. And so what was the best performer across all of the altcoins in the last week? It's Virtual Protocol. Virtual is a launchpad of AI agents on the base chain, and it almost tripled in the last week. This is the long-term chart, very impressive. And the big question is, how can we buy something like Virtual when it's not up there, but when it's somewhere down here? My answer to this question is wallet tracking. It's trying to figure out what are other smart investors doing? What are insiders doing? What are people doing that move prices? What are people doing that tended to make the right calls in the past? And so it's always nice to see what is the smart money doing, what is the not so smart money doing. For example, this over here. This is an alert that BitBoy Crypto sold virtual tokens at 1.4 cents. We don't have the alerts where he bought this, so maybe he got some allocation because he's an influencer, but he sold his allocation. He did this multiple times, by the way. And again, what he sold subsequently went up by more than 10,000%. And so yeah, BitBoy Crypto, in my opinion, is pretty much the Jim Cramer of crypto. It doesn't make sense to copy trade him, but it's interesting to see what he's doing. There are other people though that are worth copy trading. For example, over here, we've got Crypto Gains that bought the virtual token. That was at 5.8 cents. So since then, the price went up by 2,500%. Who is Crypto Gains? It's this influencer here. He tends to buy tokens relatively early, and he tends to also be very public about his purchases, which can generate, of course, a lot of attention and can bring in more investors, pushing up the price further. So he does very risky plays regularly. He's got 138,000 subscribers. And so how do we get these buy and sell signals? It's through finding the right wallets first and foremost, right? It's doing some on-chain analytics to figure out those wallets. And it's subsequently by putting those wallets in a wallet tracker and get notifications whenever they buy and sell. So over here, we've got the wallets by Crypto Gains that we are tracking. We've got 55 of his wallets. But then at a later point in time, we also see more people buying into the virtual token, the people that tend to deploy much more capital. For example, over here, we've got Kyle Chessy that bought $100,000 worth of the token, and that was at 48 cents. And so here is Kyle Chessy. He's got 137,000 subscribers. And since he bought, the price went up by 220%. We've got 12 of his wallets, and of course not every trade goes like this, but in general, right, I do believe it makes sense to follow the smart money. It is much better to follow the people that tend to make profit compared to simply just picking random tokens in a list. And so I like this approach that much that I made 8 dedicated tutorial videos just on this wallet tracking topic. They are over here. It's how to find various influencer wallets. It's how to track those influencers, and it's also about how to interpret the signals that we get from the tracking. It's all part of the premium membership of this channel that's down below, thebitcoinstrade.com. It's not just wallet tracking that we do, it's also risk mitigation, portfolio diversification, backtesting. There's more than 100 tutorial videos in total in premium. Once we've got a signal, we of course also have to discuss when should we buy, when should we sell. That's why we've got our dedicated chats for the individual altcoins as well. So feel free to check it out. It's currently $165 per month. There's also a 1-week money back guarantee. So in case you don't like premium, in case you don't learn anything, just message me within the first 7 days and I will refund you 100%. There's really zero risk for you. Now, the big question is, what is the potential upside for Chillguy, right? When we buy a meme coin on Solana, when we buy something that's been launched through the Memecoin launchpad, Pump.fun, what are comparable market caps? How much higher could Chillguy go? Here's a table with similar tokens. Chillguy has a market cap of 357 million, and the GOAT token is a 2x from here. Peanut is a 3x from here. And so that's probably more or less the upper bound, right? Once we are at $1, how much higher can Chillguy still go? What we've got over here is the Chillguy price relative to Solana. So not relative to the US dollar, but just relative to SOL. And that has its historical height at 65% appreciation to the current price. So that would imply that the air might be getting thin at already 59 cents. Memecoin trading is really all about buying early. All the money is done before the centralized exchange listings. And it's the same for Chillguy. Just zoom out on this chart and let's look at this on a logarithmic scale. If you bought Chillguy before any listings, there was a potential gain to be made of 131,000%. Once a token is listed on the MEXCs and KuCoins and Bybits of this world, it's 100% player versus player. And on-chain, we mainly see selling pressure. If you got some value out of this video, feel free to subscribe. I publish videos regularly. A like would be very much appreciated as well. It helps the channel grow. See you in the next video or see you in premium. Cheers.